black people are taking land by force. There's no such.
There's no such, yes.
Zimbabwe had that issue, and we're not going through that at all.
At all.
In fact, our brothers, white people that live here, they've been living here very peacefully.
My listener doesn't know who I'm talking to. Who am I talking to?
You're talking to Raul Dibabo, Cameroonian. You know, I've been in South Africa for about 16 years.
16 years.
Grew up around, studied here, became an engineer over here.
Oh, wow.
Pleasure to meet you guys.
Good.
Salute.
So he's a Cameroonian born,
Yeah.
South African by naturalization.
Subscribe. Yeah. This is the best page ever, okay?
Okay.
Follow this man, support him, he's my brother.
Yeah.
Guys, subscribe. Just press up that button.
Subscribe to the channel, like and share the video. Fokou Media, wherever you go.
South Africa, terrible things are happening in South Africa. The leadership is doing some terrible things. They're taking away land, they're confiscating land, and actually they're doing things that are perhaps far worse than that.
Very, very hot. It's very, very hot. Very, very hot. University of Johannesburg. That's how you see students out. The only thing a businessman wants is money. We can see it with Elon Musk. Elon Musk, who's supposed to be protecting South Africa next to Donald Trump, is actually putting South Africa in trouble. How come Elon Musk can be the one telling Donald Trump that in South Africa the government is taking the land from white people? Next to a businessman, guys. Businessman is only money, 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 money. Look, this man is the richest man in the world, but he still not feel that is enough for him. He still feel that he still need more. Campus Square in South Africa, Johannesburg. I'm going to the mall so that I can get some ching ching. Notice that Donald Trump is not happy. We are here actually in Campus Square in Johannesburg in South Africa. I'm not longer in Brazil.
Brazil, yeah, it's back in SA. Back in SA.
South Africa is good, right?
Very good. It's the best country.
What do you love about South Africa?
The weather, you know, you can see beautiful weather.
It's only the weather who can keep you in South Africa.
No. I mean, life here is peaceful, man, you know. That's what you're looking for. Peace.
Peace. We all know that Elon Musk, the richest man in the world, is actually a South African born.
Yeah.
Even though today he's an American.
Yeah.
Being close to Donald Trump, don't you think he's supposed to give a good advice to Donald Trump concerning the land in South Africa? Because it looks like in South Africa, black people are taking the land from the whites. But it's not the same scenario as Zimbabwe, actually.
Yeah, the first thing that I want to say pertaining that is that I did not follow that news first.
Oh, okay.
But if it was said, what I can comment about is the fact that the first thing that we need to understand in South Africa is that the way land was taken in the first place was not the right way. It was not the legit way.
Okay.
What I mean is that, I mean, we know about the story of South Africa. I mean, the war in the 19th century, how the Afrikaners came, how the land was how it was taken. I mean, the apartheid regime, we know about those things. You know? 10 to 20% actually they've been increasing.
Yeah, 10 to 20%. And they're the one who actually own land.
Even black people own land in South Africa. You know, we need to be very careful about the way we are addressing this issue. You know? Land, as we speak now, land is owned by black and white.
Yes.
But what we're speaking of is the reform about how do we make a way so that the wealth can be shared amongst ourselves, amongst everyone. Let me put it like that. Because we've got oligarchs in South Africa, people that made money, that got land not in a legit way, a long time ago, and own mines.
Yes.
You understand what I'm saying? So the main issue that I'm having is that I didn't hear the story about Trump commenting about the issue of South Africa, but what I can say about it is that there's no war in South Africa pertaining to the fact that black people are taking land by force. There's no such.
There's no such, yes.
Zimbabwe had that
needs
issue.
to be addressed.
Zimbabwe had that issue, and we're not going through that at all.
At all.
In fact, our brothers, white people that live here, they've been living here very peacefully.
Yes.
In fact, they are the most wealthy people in South Africa.
I want to mention also that foreigner, African was not actually born in South Africa.
Yeah.
On land.
Yeah,
Who are farmers.
Myself,
I make a video.
I own land, you know. So,
yes, I make a video with people
there's no
who are
such
farmers. Yeah.
Yes, there's no such. What I'm trying to say is that it's a country that follows, that lives by the book. Okay,
Yes.
they follow the laws. They're trying to do things the right way.
Yeah.
But what I can say is that the comment of Trump, if there was such, I'm not sure though if
Yes.
Musk is the one who advised him. He's got a bunch of advisors. Trump is not the type of a person that will listen to another person's opinion and just take it.
Just take
you
it.
need to understand.
Yeah.
He's very stubborn, by the way, in a good way. So I think, you know, there's a lot of things that he's trying to change, but there's no war in South Africa. We're not taking land by force.
There's no
You know,
such.
in fact, our brothers, you know, white people in South Africa, I'm a black person, as you can see, they are the most richest people in South Africa.
Definitely.
You know, so
Definitely. The whole West should know that there's a peace in South Africa.
some of us, they're looking
and
up to
in South
us, they're
Africa, we
looking
don't
up
have
to
a
them.
problem of land.
We don't have a problem, even of race. We are good here.
If you are
know?
qualified to get your land, you always have a land.
You always have your land.
And you can buy it.
Yes, sir.
And you own it.
Own it.
No one will come and take it from
No
you.
one. In fact, they help you on getting it.
Elon Musk, being a South African born, supposed to give him better advice.
The main issue, the thing that we need to understand with Musk in the first place is that Musk is he's never been a South African that went through the whole. He's from a rich family. That's the first thing that we need. His father owns a mall. Right?
Yeah. The father of
Musk, yes.
Musk, his own.
At this time, being able to travel to Canada, it was not given to every South African. Remember?
Yeah, definitely.
So
the mother is a Canadian, and the father is a South African.
Yes. How was he living in Canada? How did he go to such expensive schools? You know, and we know how the elite.
And then how did he end up to be a American?
No, look, it's the laws of America. I mean, you live in a country for a certain number of years, you know, they make you citizen.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
That's just how it
By
works.
naturalization.
Exactly. Musk is not typical South African. That's what I mean.
Yeah.
He was already a wealthy man as he was leaving South Africa.
Yes.
The issues that some of us people we have here, he does not understand them. It doesn't understand those issues. But the issue is not even about black and white, because even amongst those white people, there's people that are not part of the group. They're just like us.
Yeah.
It's about economy. That's all it's about. Some people are more wealthier than others, right? They dominate the economy and they want to keep it that way. The person that owns this mall, as you can show you,
Yes.
he wants to keep on
actually
owning,
a small mall called Campus Square, guys.
He wants to keep on owning this mall.
We're here in Johannesburg. Yeah.
He wants to keep on owning this mall.
Yeah.
For as much as he can own it, his children are going to own it. The children of his children are going to. That's all that matters for those people. You need to understand, they are not coming from the same background as us.
Yeah, definitely.
We are from very warmth and
their vision is actually completely
very
different from us.
It's very different. So now, here is the story now.
Yeah.
America is going through a lot as we speak now with the BRICS alliance that we all of us know. Most countries now, they want to trade in their own currency as we speak right now.
Yeah.
This is an economical war. Trump is looking at colonies, not in a colony to say that he's going to oppress us,
Yeah.
but he's looking at ways of sourcing money for the United States. That is the reason why, you see, there was a country that he wanted to own recently. You've heard about that story.
Yeah.
They want to build things to source economy for the United States. That's all it's about now. For him coming to South Africa, he knows the potential that we can possibly have right in South Africa.
But the president
And he wants to use it.
The president say he must stay with his America, and
Wait.
we will stay with our
That is
South Africa.
And we stay with our South African and with our Africa.
Yes.
He's right. Me and with Ramaphosa right here.
Yes.
Let me tell you now. That was the first point. Second point, the history of Congo. We know recently what Kagame has been doing in Congo.
Yeah.
Since the genocide, people have been getting from the east in the Kivu to Congo,
Yeah.
killing Congolese, and Rwanda is the first exploiter of coltan in the world.
Yeah.
But they do not have coltan in Rwanda. They're taking it from the east of Congo.
They
Kivu.
recently signed a new contract.
So now the issue now is that South Africa got involved. Which weapons are they using? Those are American weapons. With those American weapons that were used, we need to be honest about the fact that Kagame has been sponsored by Americans for a long time. We know that. That's why the United Nations have been backing him up for so long. But now that South Africa, hold on. Now that South Africa is getting involved, Americans don't like it. That is the reason why they're retaliating now. You need to understand what's happening.
That's true.
Just imagine Rwanda
Very small country.
yeah, that small country facing a DRC. Do you think if there's a really war
They won
between
last
those
for a
two?
week. I've been in Rwanda, by
Yeah.
the way.
Okay.
You know, about 3 to 4 times.
Yeah.
It's a country of war. when you get even in the airport, these guys are grumpy, man. They are very angry. I don't know why, but they're very angry. You find soldiers always. So the thing, what I realized with them is that it seems like, from my own observations, Rwandese are not happy. They've been complaining about this president for a long time, as much as we can say that.
But they have a successful economy.
We can complain about Cameroon.
They have a successful economy.
Why? Look at what they are selling.
And the place are clean, eh?
It's a small country, man. You can't compare that to Nigeria or Congo.
That's why
it's like maintaining Campus Square, and then maintaining, I don't know, the whole of Pretoria.
If they say, okay, let South Africa fight with Rwanda, do you think these people can last for a day?
No, they can't. In terms of numbers,
he challenged the
no, he's like that. He's been doing that.
Just because he got those organizations
he did it with Congo,
him.
he did it with South Africa. He's been doing that. And this man, remember, he was a rebel. He's a cousin of Museveni. We know he grew up in Uganda. He studied in the United States. He's been an American spy for a long time.
But as an African, what can we learn about this war?
No, we need to, as Africans, I think we need to be bond together. We need to speak of African renaissance. We need to have those values, as Thabo Mbeki said so well. We need to follow that way of Ubuntu. Congolese, they need us. We need to stand with our brothers.
Not only Congolese.
Congolese,
I think African.
Africa, that's what I'm saying as a whole. Right now, we're speaking of the issue of Congolese. That's what I'm mentioning. But we need to stand grounded to that. Americans can come in Africa and tell us what to do. And we know what is at stake in Congo, by the way. Apple was caught in Congo. And you know about the story.
Yeah.
Because of coltan.
We
know what they're looking for.
Yes.
It's an economical war.
Look, because of the mineral in Ukraine, people are fighting. And then it seems like it's the same scenario in Africa with Congo.
Yeah.
Because of minerals.
No, the issue is the minerals, yes.
Of DRC, country are fighting.
Yes. The first thing that I want to comment on this is that Ukraine is nothing compared to DRC.
I
mean, DRC is a...
In terms of mineral.
You know, it's born dead.
Terrible.
It's crazy.
The most richest land.
I'm telling you.
In the world.
I mean, we've got our Cameroon, our beloved Cameroon as well, but I'm just commenting right now.
My listener doesn't know who I'm talking to. Who am I talking to?
You're talking to Raoul Dibabo, Cameroonian. You know, I've been in South Africa for about 16 years.
16 years.
Grew up around, studied here, became an engineer over here.
Oh, wow.
Pleasure to meet you guys.
Good.
Salute.
So he's a Cameroonian born,
yeah.
South African by naturalization,
yes.
Entrepreneur also in South Africa.
Owning my own company, doing my own things, engineering companies. I'm also into properties.
Yes. And then we were talking about Africa, African in Africa. We should be proud being African.
Of course.
You understand? Because we have a lot of things in Africa to explore.
Yeah.
We have it's like Africa is virgin.
Yeah. No,
we shouldn't be complaining because we have a lot of things to make money out.
I want to advise my brothers here, you know. I understand that we need to live, but you need to remember that when you leave, come back, because this Africa that we see, we have not even started exploiting half of its resources. You need to understand that.
Yes.
By the time you are leaving, no one is there to protect it. There's politics around the fact that they are discrediting Africa. They're discrediting Africa. Africa is like this. There's war, there's famine, there's nothing in Africa. You leave Africa, no one is there to protect it.
No one.
And by the time you're out there, they're coming back with their companies and they're making money.
Making money in front of us.
It's a case of knowing how they are doing it so that we can do the same. Guys, this is important what I'm saying right now. The future is not there because times have changed. Most of them are trying to come back here. We need to learn that. And we need to learn why are they coming back so that we can try implementing that in our lives as well. Because I've seen a lot of people are going to Canada. Some of them are complaining. Some of them say that they wanted to change their life. I understand that Cameroon is very difficult.
Yeah.
But again, Africa, think about coming back, guys.
That is our
very
land.
Important.
Actually, Trump is showing us that we have to think about our land. We have to come back.
You need to understand that. This man, I mean, he wrote a book with Robert Kiyosaki. He's been around most of those oligarchs. He knows the economy, the world. This was thought not just by him.
Yes.
Speaking of the voice of many people
around him.
That's what I'm trying to say. So, guys, I mean, we need to be bonded as one. I mean, and look, we miss our Cameroon, man. I miss my
guys. You know what? I was actually going to the shop and then I bumped to this young entrepreneur based in South Africa, originally from Cameroon. So definitely,
what we are seeing in the news is not happening in South Africa. Land is belong to who deserve.
It's not.
Who deserve land in South Africa, own it.
Yeah.
Peacefully.
I'm a landowner myself.
He's a landowner.
I know what I'm talking about.
Yes.
I go through bond payments. I go through banks discussions and everything.
Exactly.
You know, stop. You know, there's a lot of propaganda around a lot of things.
Yes.
You know, if I was not one, I couldn't comment on something that I don't know.
Exactly.
I can only speak of things that I know myself. So
exactly.
The thing is, when it comes to land, because I own it, because I've got my own assets,
I
can comment on that.
Being an African, original from Cameroon,
born in Cameroon, grew up around here.
So, he grew up in South Africa,
yes.
And now today is also an owner of the land.
So guys,
we don't have a problem at the moment.
There's no such, you know, it's just propaganda. I guess this is done to create some public opinion so that people can start retaliating or thinking in a certain way. So guys, let's just be advised and please.
Africa is good. South Africa is fine.
It's fine. We're okay. We're okay. We live here. This is the best page ever. Okay.
Okay.
Follow this man. Support him. He's my brother.
Yeah.
Guys, subscribe. Just press up that button.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
See you guys.
I'm happy to see you.
Happy to see you too. Welcome back, brother. Welcome back. Welcome.
Subscribe to the channel. Like and share the video. Fokou Media, wherever you go. Fokou Media, c'est votre chaîne. Abonnez-vous à la chaîne, likez et partagez.